Daughters of the Dust is not a Western. It's not a story of violence. It's the other half of a genre, the side we never see. The survivors, mainly women, who have outlasted a nation's horrific torments, who see the world how it is. Like most Westerns, it's set a few years after the Civil War, and it's about people looking for a piece of land to call their own. The difference is, for once, the perspective of Black Americans isn't seen through white eyes. Neither the director nor any major characters. The film is directed by Julie Dash, hero of the LA Rebellion. Dash's name ought to be spoken with the same sort of reverence we reserve for Martin Scorsese or Yasujiro Ozu. But she was cheated out of a career, and now Daughters must stand as a testament to her monumentous, awe-inspiring talent and ambition. She gave her people a voice when they needed it most. And that voice will be heard as long as it needs to be, to inspire women just like her to speak it again on film.
I can't believe it. I had no idea. Cousin Mary. Praise the Lord, Mr. Sneed. My dear cousin Mary Pesant. This has turned out to be a very special day for the Pesant family indeed. Violet.
Pleasure to meet you, Mary Pesant.
Yellow. They call me Yellow Mary.
Our fathers were brothers. Of course, compared to some people, Yellow Mary's not all that light-skinned. Yellow Mary, I'd like you to meet my photographer, Mr. Sneed. I've commissioned Mr. Sneed to photograph our family crossing over to the mainland. What's past is prologue.
Daughters of the Dust concerns a group of people deciding whether to leave their home. The place holds mythic and powerful emotional significance to the families who live there. But the future will always be around the corner, and they've come to see that it cannot be ignored. The eldest among them wants to make sure that if they choose to leave, they take their history with them and carry it with pride.
We carry these memories inside of we. Do you believe that those hundreds of Africans brought here on this other side will forget everything they once knew? We don't know where the recollection comes from. Sometimes we dream them. But we carry these memories inside of we.
What we supposed to remember, Nana? How we one time was able to protect those we love? On the Africa where we was kings and queens and built great big cities?
Eli, I'm trying to learn you how to touch your own spirit. I'm fighting for my life, and I'm fighting for yours. Look in my face. I'm trying to give you something to take north with you, along with all your great big dreams.
Call on those old Africans, Eli. They come to you when you least expect them. They hug you up quick and soft as the warm, sweet wind. Let them old souls come into your heart, Eli. Let them touch you with the hand of time. Let them feed your head with wisdom that is from this day in time. Because when you leave this island, Eli Pesant, you ain't going to no land of milk and honey.
Eli, I'm putting my trust in you to keep the family together up north.
Soon their identity, until now closed off and protected, will be put to the test of the great wide world and the vicious, unfeeling whites who wait for them. along with Haley Jarima's remarkable Sankofa. Daughters considers the heritage of Africans in America using a film language that white directors could never have conjured. It is too deeply felt, too tied to African storytelling tradition. Dash's filmmaking is resoundingly, unforgettably singular. She lets her images and sounds take on the cadence of the elderly orators and caregivers. It starts, stops, and slows, like the Gullah accent the cast speaks in. It revels in each image as if to serve as a reminder to both the audience and the characters what will be left behind when the Gullah is abandoned for the mainland.
Was that what it was like in the old days, Will?
I guess so.
It don't seem real. I ain't gonna never breathe again, ever. How he's dead. And the other one, too. All on account of pulling a trigger.
It's a hell of a thing, killing a man. Take away all he's got and all he's ever gonna have.
If Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven is the definitive American Western about the death of the West and the Western as a genre, Daughters of the Dust was its poetic, distaff Eastern negative. Daughters is a film about the gorgeous burgeoning signs and totems of the black identity in the U.S., the words, sounds, and sights that make it undeniable and stronger than any one place that could ever contain it. It imagines an end to fear, to conflict, one that never arrived.
Same time, the raping of colored women is common as a fish in the sea. You didn't tell Eli who did it, did you? You got a good man, Eula. Somebody you can depend on. He don't need to know he could get himself killed. There's enough uncertainty in life without wondering what tree your husband's hanging from. Don't tell him nothing.
The only silver lining to the horrifying truth that time never showed up is that work like this exists to remind us how healing and strong film can be, directed by a powerful black woman and featuring no white faces. It stands as bright opposition to the more violent, nihilistic narratives our country favors. History will always remember. But that doesn't mean life can't be beautiful. We need only let it.